Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, a crew looking to make a strong statement, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. The Tar Heels offense starts in less than ideal field position off that poor return. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. This, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
And completion makes it second and short. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense getting set, second down play here. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. The tight end has got it. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch, gets the first down in the process.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Looking right, this one caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And a 2nd down play coming up for this offense.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Tackle made after a big gain. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Spinning out of the tackle. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw yet again. He's running out of time here. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first-and-goal situation.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass here on second down. He's escaping the pocket now. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down.
I love to see this by this quarterback. Instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. Long enough and good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Finds an open target on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down play coming up. Here's the handoff. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout, who makes the grab. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 10.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Now they'll run a draw play. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting a pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. Going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
Grab down the middle. It's Johnson.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And the Tar Heels looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made after the completion. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And third and short, they hand the ball off. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Game moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense drops that under the field, hoping to start a drive here. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Looking to throw it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You have to get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. He decides to keep it here. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. Second down here, time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And the Tar Heels will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback, is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defensive coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The punt team making their way on the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. He'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Gets some space around the 30. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back, looking for a deep completion. He's got it right near the end zone.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And this pass is caught. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Tar Heels will send the punt team onto the field. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And here comes a deep shot. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the first half tick away. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football.
Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense ready to start this drive. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Going for a big play downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
I'll say this. This defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
Looking for the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Looking to kick it away for the second time. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Off the play fake on first down. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play. We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Empty set now, 5 wide. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. And the Tar Heels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll test the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The ball is caught. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Tar Heels will come to the line to run the hurry up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the game will pick up the first down, tackled at the 22.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching those runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
He spins out of a tackle. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow. See what the call is on 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Chris, let's tip our cap to this quarterback. He has gotten hit. That's the 4th sack already in this football game. Now, he's thrown for a lot of yards, so it's been one of those cases where either our band is playing or your band is playing. One way or another, you're getting...
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Important second down play coming up. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
He's moving out of the pocket. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Well, another sack. You know, as the offensive coordinator, you're ahead in this game. Maybe you should change the game plan to help your quarterback a bit. This pass rush has gotten home way too many times, and you should focus more on preserving the lead.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. Back to throw again. Pressure is coming. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game finish. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game.
And the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrate.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Made his first attempt. This one is from 49 yards out. He missed it. And the lead remains at 21 after the miss. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Breaks loose at the 45. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And the Tar Heels come to the line in a hurry up. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Catch made on the right side. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. They're going to run it here. And the Tar Heels moving quickly down the field here.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. making people miss. Another beautiful move.
You know, in college football anymore, Chris, you get caught up in the big plays through the passing game. But we're seeing what this back can do when he has room to run. Great acceleration, great speed. I know he gets tackled here at the 2-yard line. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give that.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Planning up to try the extra point.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the offense trots back out on the field again. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Lets it go quickly. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Oh, it lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. The pocket breaking down. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10. So back to their own 9-yard line. It's second and long.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That's a nasty move. Now he's got room to run. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And the Tar Heels looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch is made. Room to run here. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletic.
Touchdown, UNC. This game is far from over. So here we go, fourth quarter. Cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. When he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. We'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking to scramble. Pass caught. Can he get in?
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And the point after is good. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here comes a first down pass attempt. A short completion of the tight end. He stopped, but he gets a first down. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. First down, looking to throw the ball. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Makes the catch. Can he get in?
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it and finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got a man down the middle. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the catch downfield. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense recovers the fumble. This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. And he spikes it to stop the clock. 3rd down play for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Here's the throw deep downfield. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown. Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock. Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. They can put the game away right here. It's first and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him...
And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's just going to go down as the time runs out in this ballgame. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.